You've used a tape measure 1,000 times. You've hooked it on a table edge, pulled it tight, read the number, and moved on. But next time you do it, look closer at that little metal hook on the end. It wobbles. Not a little. It actually slides back and forth. Most people assume that's just a cheap, loose part. It's not. That wobble is one of the most precise pieces of engineering in your entire toolbox, and it's hiding in plain sight. Here's the strange part. If that hook were welded on tight, perfectly rigid, your measurements would be wrong every single time. Think about how you actually use a tape measure. Sometimes you hook it over the outside edge of something, like the corner of a table, and pull. Other times you push the tape into a corner, butting the hook against an inside wall and read the number that way. Those two methods create two completely different starting points, and that's where the wobble comes in. The hook is designed to slide back and forth by an amount exactly equal to its own thickness. When you pull it against an outside edge, the hook slides out slightly, adding that thickness back into the measurement. When you push it into an inside corner, the hook slides in, subtracting that same thickness. Either way, the number on the tape ends up correct. It's not a defect. It's a built-in correction system tuned to the thousandth of an inch, so that a $5 hand tool gives you the same accuracy whether you're pulling or pushing. Now here's where it gets even stranger. Look at the front of that same hook. There's a small round hole punched straight through the metal. Most people have used a tape measure their whole life and never asked why it's there. The obvious answer would be that it's just leftover from manufacturing. It isn't. That hole exists so you can hook the tape onto the head of a nail or a screw. Once it's anchored, you can walk away from it, unrolling the tape across a room, down a hallway, or along an entire wall, with nobody holding the other end. Before that hole existed, measuring anything long required two people, one holding the 0 point steady while the other walked out the tape. This tiny hole quietly eliminated that second person. But builders found a second use for it that has nothing to do with measuring length at all. Slide a pencil through that same hole, hook the tip onto a center point, and pull the tape taut. Suddenly, your tape measure isn't a ruler anymore. It's a compass. Carpenters and framers have used this exact trick for generations to scribe perfect circles and arcs for archways, curved trim, and custom cutouts, all without owning a single drafting tool. So this ordinary strip of metal is doing three separate jobs at once. The wobble corrects for how you're measuring. The hole lets you measure alone, and that same hole turns the tool into something it was never officially designed to be. None of this is printed on the packaging. None of it is taught when you buy your first tape measure. It's just quietly engineered into a tool people pick up and put down without a second thought, sometimes dozens of times a day for their entire lives. Which raises a strange thought. If a $5 hand tool can hide this much intentional design in a part smaller than a fingernail, what else have you been holding, using, and setting down without ever really looking at?